And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to what might be the second official actual episode of the Mistakes Were Made podcast with a question mark. My name is Austin. Welcome to Replay Mode. We're gonna break down the multiplayer reveal trailer for Modern Warfare 3 that came out today. Didn't expect really to get anything prior to CODNext, but we got a whole ass trailer here. We're gonna go through in a second. What's going on, Matsuki? Welcome to the stream. Apparently chat isn't popping up on the left though. I'm now noticing. What the hell? Worked really hard on this layout. It's just not doing it for some reason. MWIII, we back in 2011. Yeah, we are somehow. Also, what's going on, Kieran and Edward? Oh, there we go. Now it's showing up. First viewing? No, I've skimmed through this, or I've watched it, and I've gone basically frame by frame a whole bunch. Also, just before we get into it, shout out to UNSC Helljumper. Donated $5. Like I don't even know how long ago because YouTube doesn't do timestamps. But he said he wasn't gonna be here for the stream, and he donated $5. So huge shout out to Helljumper, y'all. You're the fucking man. Yeah, they really gave the editor deluxe FX bundle and told him to go wild. Yeah, so first of all, very good trailer. If you haven't seen it yet, highly recommend going and watching it. I cannot play it with audio because it is playing Till I Collapse by Eminem in the back, and I don't want to get claimed. But just hearing Eminem again on a COD trailer for the first time in I think 10 years, I think Ghost might have been the last time we've heard from him here, that brought me back. I think people were also saying, I think they did use this same exact track in MW2's initial reveal, which also is fucking rad. That like they're really like diving back into it. Makes it like extra weird that this isn't Modern Warfare 2, by the way. Like it's bizarre that like realistically this game should have been called MW2. Like it's the OG maps. It seems like we're getting a lot of like the same weapons back even. They're really banking on that nostalgia factor. And it's just like for a game that it isn't, if that makes any sense. It's strange. What's going on, Gordorokos? Also, Lad, Donuts, welcome. Jaren, hello. He should have been an operator instead of 21 Savage. Wait, who are we talking about now? This feels more like MW2 than MW2 does. Right? It's weird. All right, so I'm gonna jump into it. The blue UI is gonna trick me as a 19 MW2 mashup. Honestly, I would be all for that, for real. All right, so trailer starts off. Let's see here. Hold on. It's been a long time since I've done like a breakdown. I believe this initially off the bat is Invasion. We actually see what looks like the same scene later with this Wheelson here. Car explodes, crazy, and we get some weird effects. I'm not a particular fan of the effects. They did this in I think it was season 4, maybe the season 4 trailer for MW2, whichever one had the boys. And it just feels fucking weird to me. That might just be a personal preference thing, though. Anyway, stuff explodes. We see some more stuff on, what's it called? I'm trying to see. You can't really see what kind of guns they're holding, though. I'm not a big gun guy, so if anyone can identify and wants to identify, more than welcome. The effects feel pretty heavy. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's a trailer, right? You know? We then immediately jump into Terminal, and we see what looks to be the return of the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut, what's the name? What's his, Riot Shield. What was it called? The Recon Juggernaut? Oh, hold on. Something's going on with the stream. All right. Looks like we're back. Let me know if, let me know if frames dropped real quick. I was randomly getting an encoding thing, but like I'm not playing anything intensive or anything here. Mr. Austin, I knew I'd find you here. Yeah, what's going on, Muhammad? I'm always here. Every day almost. Just noticed the cars didn't used to have parts fly off when they blew up, did they? Probably not in the original MW2, no. You know what? I'm actually not sure if like current COD does that or not. like in my head it does, but also like it's just because most games I think does that, you know, like so I don't know. I mean, if not, then wow, this is the first game ever to have an exploding hood. Crazy. I don't think they even do it in 22. I'm curious. I don't actually know. You know, and he's the Juggernaut Maniac. Was the Maniac he was a melee guy, right? I would love to see more like variations of the Juggernaut. You'll see in a bit later. I think I believe they have different kinds of drones too, which like is something we've seen before, right? Going through here, yeah, we see some Terminal. I love the new color on Terminal, by the way. It makes it feel fresh. It's new. It's a lot more blue, which is great. I feel like we don't have enough of those type maps. We jump into High Rise quick, and we get just some more of these shots. These are all kind of the intros shots. Gotta do dolphin diving, just in case you weren't convinced that what's it called? That dolphin diving is back. It says mono for 2 and not 3. Does it really? Hold on. Oh, you're right. Thank you for letting me know. I can update that right now. Appreciate it. I'm so used to only hitting the eye twice. I have a feeling that's going to be a thing for many months to come. I want to be typing 2 instead of 3. It's going to be great. Bit disappointed the VTOL and the Overwatch Helo are back, but I expected that. Yeah, I think those are kind of staple streaks at this point. I do wonder if there are going to be any new streaks outside of what we'll see in a bit. The EMP is back. I don't remember the last time we had an EMP. It's definitely not in 22, unless I'm really mistaken. Mr. Austin, or should I call you mode, replay mode? I like my trailers shaken, not stirred. Just Austin's fine, by the way. You don't gotta. I'm not a Mr. Nothing. Bro, they teased that tax stance, but didn't show us gameplay of it in first person. Yeah, they've been keeping that really close to the chest, and I don't know why. We pan up. We see. You know, this dude's in the middle of an execution. I'll talk about the execution stuff here in a minute, because I'm starting to get really tired of trailers just like really banking on execution moves to make the trailers look dynamic. Here we have just some kind of cinematic. There are a ton of guns on the wall. Again, I'm not a gun guy. Clearly, there's an RPG back there, though. What that looks like the RAL, maybe? Hold on. Like, this might be... oh, here. Now I can zoom in. This might just be old weapons. I don't know. Like, that's clear. That's an M4. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about anything else in there. But this seems to just be kind of like my guess is, though, this is just like the background of when you're building your characters and shit. You know, the like loadout screen, I guess, is in the back there. Nothing really crazy, although they do like talk a lot, or rather they do cut to like a lot of character customization later, which I find interesting. Maybe not interesting. It's a thing I wasn't expecting out of a multiplayer reveal trailer. That's all. It's clearly Lord Austin. That's what it is. They're probably saving the tax stance info for CODNext. But they did already outline how it was going to work, right? It was in a blog post, and even one marketing clip had it shown in third person, or in first person, rather. But it was like super like FX to hell because it was like a social clip. So I don't know. Real talk, I just had a realization, though. This is going to mean nothing to anybody, but I'm excited about the potential of it happening. So when I'm shooting Machinima, you know, Gary Aswalt Machinima, character is holding a gun like this, right? He has it out. And for whatever reason, I'm sure you've noticed it, and if you haven't, you will always notice it now in those videos. The character has an idle animation where like he kind of like looks around and he does whatever, and then he readies back up. And that happens like every like 8 seconds or something. You can kill that by aiming down sight, but I can't like head bob, like I can't make it look like Aswalt's talking to you if he's got like a gun in your face, right? So I'm hoping maybe if I capture an attack stance mode, maybe it like won't quite, it might cancel the animation but not look so weird. I don't know. That's just something I and only I am looking forward to finding out. So we'll see. Going for the RAL MG camping. Oh, dude, this is going to be a ton of camping. These maps were made for camping, and that's just what they'll do. Mr. Ass. This guy's kind of a Mr. Ass. Yeah, I'll skip through this. We got Makarov. Weird that his eyes are glowing. That has to be a render issue, right? Unless Makarov's a zombie. Makarov's a zombie confirmed here, guys. I don't know what gun he's holding. I'm just going to not even comment on the guns, honestly, because, like, it's going to be me being like, that looks like an assault rifle. And then we get close up to the gun, too. That's cool. This guy seems to be, like, I think this is going to be our new Fender. I think I've seen him in, like, a bunch of promo material. I think he's going to be our new, like, face of all of this, like, shit in promo images. I'm calling it now. SOL gets some meds for his jitters in MWIII. Truly next gen, right? Finally. We got another kind of Milsim looking guy. He's got this little time thing on him, like the MW 2019 operators always did. That's cool. The best is back, everybody. It's the best. And then we get a good look at Favela. I was watching Jev's video earlier. This is something that I didn't find on my own. But I believe you can see, yeah, there's a door right there. So that is like concrete confirmation then that doors do exist, like that they are here. If you needed more proof beyond the quarry thing. Although, I'll keep an eye out for it as we go through the rest here. But so far, this is the only door that I'm aware of in the trailer. And at least they're double doors. I do prefer the double doors so that you don't have like a big fucking door blocking the path. Like I could see if this door was open that way, it would kind of mess with the flow of people coming around this corner and shit, you know. But it's at least those half ones. They don't do too much. Doors are real, Austin. They do exist. Well, not in my Call of Duty games. Doors don't exist. Oh shit! I'm being gaslit into thinking that doors aren't real. Let's see. Why does Makarov look so adorable in this? Man's just come from the Spartus or World War III. He is like vaguely like baby faced. Oh, here I'm like still zoomed in. He is alarmingly dreamy. You know what I mean? Like for this generation's I don't know, mass murdering, like, psychopath. Like, they made him a little bit too put together. I don't know. Made him too cool. All COD games had doors. You just forgot they were there. No! We also see a chopper up here. That might just be... Actually, I guess we don't know if that's probably not a chopper gunner, because there's no fucking gunner on it. But it's probably the Overwatch helo that I think Lad was mentioning earlier. Let's see. I sometimes use C4 to breach doors. Wish that actually worked now. Wait, can you not breach doors with C4? Will they not open if you have C4 on them? I'd be surprised some people had hots for the old Makarov. I don't want to get into that. Here we see just another execution, although it's very weird. Like, I don't know who's... So, like, this is weird. Because he is clearly the one doing the executing. Right? Because, like we see him earlier in the trailer. He's laying there, right? And he snipes some people, whatever. It's a nice gunfight here. There's a lot of dust effects, also. That's one thing I've noticed. And it could just be because I'm used to seeing Favela in such low res, right? But yeah, so he's laying down there, and clearly, like, this guy's doing the executing. But then, like, he gets thrown on the ground, or maybe he doesn't. Actually, no, maybe this is two completely different executions that they're throwing together. Because it makes it look like he canceled the execution somehow. Like there's a way of canceling it, and he killed him and got back up. But you clearly don't see anyone there. So, like, they're doing some fucky stuff with the animations, is all I'm saying. Like, you can't trust a lot of things. Here you see another drone. I think it's the bomb drone that we see later. Although I remember the bomb drone, I thought only had four rotors on it. I might be mistaken. We'll see when we get back there later. Wait, Counter-Strike execution, dope as hell. Is that a Counter-Strike thing? Or they're down there? The execution could be getting the guy to swing at you, but you dive to dodge and then blast him with a sniper rifle from 2 feet away. It could be, yeah, and it just has nothing to do with this one here, right? It just seems cut really, really strangely. I hate bomb drones. Yeah, they're not the best. From there, actually, we get some shots of some other stuff. We get a state, which, by the way, I was planning on talking about it later, but I can talk about it now. PlayStation actually accidentally leaked which maps are going to be in the beta. And there's 4 the first weekend, and it's Estate, Rust, Favela, and Skid Row, which I think are all good choices. I'm not a big fan of Estate. I would have rather like Terminal or like Karachi or something, but it's all right. And then the second weekend, it's those 4 plus High Rise. So we will be seeing Estate very, very soon. Knows in like a counter. Oh, I got you. I understand now. My brain is on Counter-Strike right now because of the release. We get some shots of Wasteland. This is a lot of fucking people to be right here. I've played Wasteland. There's never this many people together at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're shooting at one guy over there. This is almost the entire team just in this trench right now. Oh, wait, no, that might not be a person. It might be 4. Yeah, that might not be a person there. Regardless, it's a lot of people. Then we go back to Favela for a second. I'm trying to see if doors are a thing. Hold on. Is there usually a door there? No, I don't think so, right? This is back by the spawn. Let's see. BF4 counter knife. Is it just me or is the grass shorter? The grass what, in Wasteland? Or I haven't noticed anything. That is interesting though. I wonder. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to change foliage up. Well, we'll get to it in a second, but not every map is 100% like there. You'll see later, like Subbase, they added swimming to. I think another map as well, they added some swimming. So like there are minor differences. I would think that they would change up some foliage and stuff like that. Is Wasteland a ground war map? No, it's a regular map. There are 4 ground war maps, or rather 3 ground war maps and 1 war map that they do show later. Although we don't know obviously which map is which because of that. Because they're all original. But it does seem to be also on the Warzone map, which I'm sure we'll see more of on Thursday. But it is like a nice little sneak peek. This seems to be about the same scene as earlier. Even you got that chopper up in the air. Very cool. We got some people tac sprinting. Tac sprinting is back, obviously. Then we cut to not high rise. Afghan for a second. I don't know what this is falling right here. See this guy? I don't know what the fuck that is. If that's like a chopper or something exploded up in the sky and that's just a piece of debris, or if that's a parachute hanging off of the back of the plane maybe, and it's just swinging. It's not really like swinging on a fulcrum or anything, no. I don't know. I'm still hoping for anti-strike maps where they take 66 maps and make them bigger for ground war. Me too. That would be the dream. The dream would be that almost every map has a bigger and smaller variance for the different modes, right? A smaller one for 2v2 or party modes, and bigger ones for ground war. But it's a pipe dream potentially. More swimming sounds good. Pretty sure Quarry has water too. Is there? I haven't seen much about Quarry. Obviously, there's the flooded version on Al Mazrah, but I don't think that this is it. We jump over to Derail for a minute. Derail's another massive fucking map. More people tac sprinting in. I don't know what map this is. This wouldn't be is that Karachi maybe? Did Karachi have like big ass towers like that? Might be Karachi. Then we jump over here to a scrapyard. A little bit of sliding. Slides really fast. He also has a war machine on his back. It's nice to know that that's coming back. Whether that is a secondary, well, actually, it probably is a secondary, right? If it's on his back. We don't have that in Modern Warfare 2, do we? Right? Launchers, we only have over-the-shoulder launchers, correct? I might be crazy because I skipped launchers for my Orion grind, so I haven't used them in so long. But the fact that it's on his back to me means that it's a secondary. It's not a kill streak or anything. They really need to do that. Small maps are face-off and gunfight. Normal 6v6, ground war, and warzone. Yeah, right? It seems like a no-brainer. Just like spend the resources once and build them all out instead of the other way, you know? Instead of having to you know, spend so much time and resources on, you know, making original maps for all these different modes, when chances are, like, your average player is only playing one of those modes, right? Yeah, I would like it. I think Prestige's Key pointed out the water and quarry during a previous MW3 trailer. Oh, okay. I might have to watch that then. Might be a ground war map. It's possible. It could fit in to a ground war. It's possible. Because I am trying to think of where this would be on Quarry, and I don't. Like, genuinely, it looks like slums to me for a minute. It could also be Rundown. Rundown kind of looks completely different now. Rundown, for those who don't remember, it used to be like red tinted. I think it was at dawn or dusk. And I don't remember what the buildings looked like on that map. This might be Rundown. Because they did make Rundown like it takes place during the day now. Warzone maps cut for ground war maps, which are cut for 6v6, which are cut for gunfight maps. Hell yeah, exactly that. That's what I want. That way we actually get like proper like support for all of these modes, right? And so that when a new map comes out, it's not like, oh dope, Ashika Island. I can't wait to play that in DMZ and Warzone that I don't fucking play. Like it'd be great if when they drop like a new Warzone map like that, like we also got like the zoo part of Vondel or something, and like a cut down for something else. Now actually Vondel is probably a good example of it actually being done right, because we had Vondel for BR and then smaller ones for 6v6, and I think also didn't we have one for 2v2? Was there a 2v2 map for Vondel? I think Docs might have been in Vondel. I can't remember now though. The best launchers for me would be an ML or an MGL, a Thumper, RPG, or a homing launcher. Dude, I want to see the Thumper back, man. Thumper back would be great. Yeah, Kunstnar District, we got cut downs. Still wish we got Ashika Farms was added to Gunfight. Ashika Farm was that rumored to be a thing at some point? That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, Canal, not Docs. That Docs was 2019. Cold War War Machine, Jesus, gave me PTSD because of score streaks, how they worked in that game. Oh God, yeah. That's something I always forget about Cold War, is they had that weird score streak system, for sure. The Farms POI. Yeah, I think it's very similar to Hatchery now that I'm thinking about it, right? The Farms POI? I mean, clearly it's not on Ashika Island, but it's similar aesthetic. Yeah, so here we go. We got Scrapyard, like I said. We got this guy pulling out a Kimbo. What guns are those, actually? They look like kind of just standard semi-autos. Got an explosion behind him because he's fucking rad. We do also... I feel like I haven't seen a snow camo in so goddamn long. It's so refreshing to see snow again. And this particular guy looks like he has skis on his back. That's kind of a cool aesthetic. And then we cut to this guy. It looks like he has some fuck, what gun is that? I'm gonna keep saying what gun is that, really. I do like this pilot kind of uniform. I do kind of like this bit how they kind of cut between a bunch of like operators that actually fit their background a little bit more. Like, you know, this guy clearly fits into that universe. This one, this looks like Shadow Company on Scrapyard. Then we got a snow operator on snow. We got a pilot operator in the plane. It's great. Yeah, the Glocks. Yeah. And we do know that Akimbo is, you know, at least a big part of the game. Also, does he have a watch on? I don't know if this is like that could just be part of the you know, the skin. But it looks like too big. I don't know. It's a weird looking watch. It's possible that it's a watch. Who the hell knows? I'd love to see watches come back. Then we have this cool sequence of Makarov coming out of the elevators on what I believe is high rise. This is most likely just like the start of a match. In the same way that like on Santa Sania, you start out in those cars and you drive in and you park. It's probably just one of those. You know, we've seen that a million times. Probably the bad guys just come up through the elevator. It's a nice homage though to No Russian with Makarov though. Looks like he's got a tack or something. We got this cool new guy, or cool looking guy. He's got a skull mask because they love them. They love their goddamn skull masks in this game. Minutes operators accurately matching environments. Same, man. I think it'd be great. I don't think that this is what the trailer's pointing out, because if so, they should do a better job of it. But like, I would love to see like if you were a Milsim character, if like you picked Milsim, you would just look like whatever the map default was or something like that, you know? And that maybe that's what they're showing here. That would be fucking rad. I don't think that that's the case, but the fact that they are matching very well, leads me to like an outside chance that maybe that's what they're trying to get across here is operators matching their environment a little bit. I licked my phone screen while I was watching the trailer. That's, you shouldn't do that probably. Just like the old days, that'd be sick as hell. Hell yeah, man. I would fucking love that shit. It may just be me, but I think that's Sledgehammer Games having another jab at IW. Like, our operators actually fit thematically. Maybe. It is a trailer, though, like, for the multiplayer. Multiplayer trailers, like, they all fit thematically. Right? It isn't usually until like month 3-4 that like the crazy skins come out. And actually like this trailer has some like crazier skins later. Like this is pretty fucking out there, to be honest. Like the scales and shit. Another ghost mask, which is actually like it's facing us, but this is his nose here. It's real fucking weird. And a character that clearly isn't Ghost also. So I don't know if they're doing that Ghost team thing. Ooh, look at the physics on the hood. Look at that. Wait, is this chainmail? Might be chainmail. Yeah, and they're just doing a little execution thing. Like I was saying, I feel like they're relying so heavily on the execution animations here to make it look like a lot of cool stuff is happening. When in reality, like, you're not seeing this animation most of the time. He does have two... He is firing with two weapons right there. Like, this looks like two SMGs, like two Uzis. But again, it's an execution animation. So, like, and it looks like he's clearly pulling it out of his pocket. So, like, is there an execution where, like, you're firing a gun and then just pull a second gun out or something? Like, I don't know. That's the Vault skin? Oh, is it? I thought we saw the Vault skin later, if I remember right. There might be multiple. Actually, yeah, I think there's 4, right? Those are mini Uzis akimbo. Those were leaked weapons. Oh, okay. Right on. Hell yeah. Agreed, it makes it seem like nothing much is happening because COD fans know what an execution is. Yeah, like this is infinitely cooler to me, like seeing people actually like running and in action. It's like, oh yeah, this is something that can actually happen. Fighting and people running around. He's got a cool looking gun. This guy also has a skull mask. They're really leaning into the mask thing, as they always have been in this reboot. And I gotta say, I've said it a million times. Fuck New Ghost. I don't like. I don't like how much they've turned him into like the Daryl Dixon of the Call of Duty universe, man. They need to add more silly executions. Start adding them to trailers. I don't want to see some dual wielding. I want to see the throwing animation from 2019. You know, they need a launch trailer with the fucking Homelander, shooty or eye shooty thing. We also got a good look over here of like the whole map. I believe even you can see someone down here, a little cheeky guy hanging out down there in the little scaffolding that's fallen. Oh shit, you can actually also see one here. So they're clearly showing like, hey, you can still, you can get up on top of, I assume you can get all the way on top of here, right? Because they have the scaffolding here as well. So they are maintaining some of those like classic, secret spots, thankfully. We did see someone, oh yeah, right back here. There's someone on the on the crane. So that's nice to know that those spots all still exist. I would have been fine, to be honest, if they hadn't kept that. But it is nice. It's nice. It's nice that they're like paying homage in that way. Bring back the King Kong Tosh finisher. Goddamn. Austin, Activision is my father, and all their decisions are spot on except for Vanguard. That was stupid. Hey, well, you know what? It takes a big man to admit their mistakes. Oh, fuck, new Ghost. Oh, woo. Oh, God. Is this even new Ghost, or is this just a Ghost mask? I might be reading dreadlocks into where there is no dreadlocks here, because there's no physics to it. That might just be a strap or something, actually. Because in my head, this was a completely different fucking character. Or Ghost gets dreads in the new game, which in which case, that's fucking awesome. I changed my mind on him. Speaking of Ghost, we have this other skin. That's cool. Another cool skin. Oh, this seems to be the one that we saw earlier with just the mask on the side. It's got blonde hair out here, which means that isn't Ghost. That probably that might be the pre-order, the vault guy that we were just talking about. Ghost skin from pre-order. Oh, is that what that is? Okay. That's good to know. It's going to be hard getting these spots with modern SBMM. No, well, if you're just in really bad lobbies like I am, it'll be easy. It's great. Will Gunfight return to MW3? It would suck to wait half a year in MW2 to not get again in 3. So far, they haven't said anything about it. They did confirm, they talked about a different mode called, I think, Cutthroat, which we'll see a bit of in a second. That's similar to Gunfight, except it's 3 teams of 3. So 3v3v3, and there's revives. And I think you might also bring your own classes in. It's not like Gunfight, assigned classes thing. They haven't talked about traditional Gunfight, and the fact that they haven't even said like in the marketing, they would have at some point said, oh, by the way, there's 5 Gunfight maps or whatever. So I don't have faith that at launch it's going to be there. I'm hoping to God Season 1 drops with it. But yeah. Bro stealing his own ideas when mistakes were made name. And yes, it was. It was an old show. Don't tell anyone. I like the title. Go check the other day called Vanguard a good game. Did he? That's some delusion. In terms of like, maybe success-wise? I don't know. But, like, in terms of, like, what people think about that game, I don't think many people call that game a success. Now, where are my 2013 Ghost skins? Ooh. They brought back an Infinite Warfare skin. Or they brought back E3N from that game. I'm surprised that we haven't seen more. I guess Rourke came in from Ghost, but I'm surprised we haven't seen more, like, those Ghost masks, I'm not getting he called it a good game. I'm dead serious. I saw a quote where he said that World War II was a good game. I didn't see one about Vanguard, though. Ethan and the FTL. Well, the FTL, they didn't claim that it was him. Like, it clearly was, but, like, it wasn't branded as FTL or anything. So I don't necessarily count that. Muhammad with the gifted membership. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome to being a private Avert. Thank you so much. I can't believe they haven't let us know if Fish AI will be in the game. Man. Well, hopefully, well, they got to keep some secrets, for launch day, right? So here we see another kill streak. This kind of like hunter-killer drone thing. Looks like the character kind of pops out like a little, I don't know, a little like handheld launcher sort of thing, and it just kind of boops right out. It doesn't seem like he's controlling it. Like he isn't pulling out an iPad or anything after the fact, so I would assume that this is like a heat-seeking kind of thing. Or it's also possible, like, so it cuts from this shot to a mortar or something hitting. So it's possible that this might just be like a personal radar or something, right? We don't necessarily know that this does explode, right? It might not actually be a hunter-killer. Who the hell knows? FTL was a faceless soldier in IW, so not much to connect the dots other than looks. For sure, but I mean, like, they didn't say, hey, here's FTL. His name is FTL. Like, they clearly were trying to, like, put it under the, keep it on the down low, I guess. Why would they bring back the hunter-killer? To bring back those fond memories that I'm sure everyone, including you, had, but with the hunter-killer, 100%. Then we come over to here. This is, I believe this is Subbase. Subbase looks a lot different because there's no blizzard going on anymore. It's actually clear, which is fucking fantastic. I think. I've said it a million times. This game looks fantastic. Looks like this is like the end of Subbase here. I'm trying to. I believe this is the spawn. I believe like the comm room is over here. I think if I got the geometry right. And in a second, yeah, then we also see they're swimming underwater. I don't see any fish AI, unfortunately. I'm sorry to disappoint there. But you can swim around on the on Subbase, which does mean that there are differences between these maps, which is what I was talking about earlier. I believe they also confirmed, I don't think we have footage of it, but I believe they also confirmed that on Estate, there's also going to be a water section, like down by the boathouse. I'm hoping, so Subbase, what like my biggest memory of Subbase is when you like playing domination on that game mode or on that map. I think it was the sea spawn. God, there's like no point of reference here. The spawn that isn't this one, the further one, was so easy to trap in their spawns. So I'm hoping that maybe the water helps like give an alternate route for people to get out. I'm hoping that they didn't just add it to add it, and that it's actually like a thing that is useful. Do you think the waterfall in Estate will have water below to swim in? Wait, there was a waterfall in Estate? Am I crazy? I don't remember that. On the actual map and not off it? From what I understand from like the blurb that they said about it, I believe it's just like back by the boathouse. Like you can swim out and around there. I wonder how useful that's gonna be though. I don't know. Just based off the size of that explosion, they may have buffed the HK drone. Well, this doesn't seem to be like they're clearly implying that there's some kind of an explosion there, but you see two different explosions coming from space here. Like this seems to be like a Predator missile or maybe a mortar strike. This seems like a lot. Like that clearly isn't the same hunter killer that we saw here, right? They're again. It's like the weird cut in the execution animation before. They're cutting two completely different things together. So I don't think you can trust that. Philosophical question: how much money is enough? Enough. I don't want to get distracted on these. On these videos, I'm just now noticing. Is that? What is this going? What is happening right here? Is this part of the effect, or is that a death effect? I don't. Man, I straight up. I don't know if this is something that they added in post for the trailer, or if this is some kind of a death effect on a thing. I don't know. It's just two hunter killer drones. Oh god, yeah, it's a cruise missile, right? That's what it seemed like. So yeah, then we pop back over to here. This is Invasion. Looks like we were on before. Dude pops around with a shotgun. We got another look at the War Machine back here. Nice little pump action. Dude running around with a sniper too. Then we see this little knife guy. He's spinning a knife around. Gets a nice execution on this dude. I believe this is still all... yeah, this looks like it's all Invasion. Invasion also looks fucking rad. Looks different. I feel like Invasion used to be a little bit more like blue tinted in my head. Like a higher color temp. Now it's a lot more brown, which I can dig. Here we see in the background a little bit of Underpass. The big thing here is, though, this weapon. I believe this is the Vault Edition camos and stuff. See a little bit of what might be Karachi in the background here too. I can't tell. This looks like it might be backed by like the chickens are past here, Shao Comp operator hype. Yeah, dude, we're getting a lot of Shao Company here too, which is great. Let's see. Invasion was super white in the original. Yeah, it was blown out kind of. Like visually. Yeah, a little bit more what's it called? Underpass. We see like a what's it called? Fly on by. Harrier fly on by. Another execution, and now we see kind of the skin. Is this price? Yeah, I guess it is price. Why do they always got to put masks on them? I hate that. But it does look like that. The skin for what's it called for the Vault Edition. It is reactive, which might have already been, confirmed and all that. But it is reactive. That's cool, at least. Keep on going through. Now we finally get to the terminal stuff. I thought this happened way sooner. Terminal looks fucking rad. I love it. Air freight. International. This might not take place in Russia anymore, which is interesting because there's English on it. Are there any maps that they didn't show off? Off the top of my head, Rundown I didn't see, but that might be that one map that we couldn't quite figure out earlier. But other than that, I think we did see just about everything. Here we have Terminal. Terminal, again, looks so fucking good. And we get a Juggernaut with the... does he have a shotgun and a riot shield? Right? I feel like that is a type of Juggernaut that we've had before, right? With the shoddy and riot shield. Maybe just the riot shield. I don't know where the shoddy comes in. Guy running down that main hallway. Death hallway. It's great. Oh no, it might still be in Russia. It is. I think that's Russian, at least up there. I don't know what's what. So we'd be able to play on current maps. Current maps meaning MW2 maps? Because if so, no. MW3 will only be these 16 remake maps until Season 1. And in Season 1, they are going to be dropping new maps. New, completely original maps. I do wish that at least some of MW2 maps carried over in the same way that Guns and Operators do. But it seems like it's just these maps. A little unfortunate, but hey, there's some solid maps in here. Honestly, the big maps were okay when you were young because you had very little to do. Now I have a lot to do, so I need the action 24/7. Maintain my high anxiety levels. You don't need shipment. It's okay. We can do away with shipment. We can do it. Recon Jug had a riot shield and revolver. That's what I'm thinking of. So maybe now they upgraded it to a shoddy. I don't know. Looks like they've completely ran from scratch with the terminal instead of just ripping it from Al-Mazrah like I expected. Yeah, and they did the same thing later. Oh, Quarry, I don't think we've seen in this either, at least not yet. They did the same thing for Quarry, which was in Al-Mazrah, but it's not in Al-Mazrah anymore in this. Now we're on Skid Row for a little bit here. Dude calls in an EMP. Oh, no, he calls in it doesn't actually say in here. Calls in this little drone. This is different than the drone that was on Estate earlier. Hold on. This has 4 rotors and a little C4 pack, right? Let me see if I can super quick scrub back to... oh, shoot. Where is it? I guess it was back here. I think it was right after they said iconic maps or something. Yeah, this is a completely different drone. So this must just be the recon drone, honestly. Although it's blinking, usually like a red blinking light to me, like, is a like... explosive thing, but who knows? This might just be the recon drone. It looks like a very similar model to the current recon drone. It might just be that recon drones are coming back. Could be a personal radar even. Who the hell knows? 4 drones: AK drone, EMP drone, bomb drone, recon drone. Is there an EMP drone? Let me right, because this just like straight up explodes, and he also appears to just call it in and like just let it go and it goes. Wait, no, this is a different thing. This guy throws it. Yeah, okay, this guy throws it. So that might be like a heat-seeking thing, honestly, or a kind of like a red turtle shell sort of thing. So he throws it. The other guy who was on the phone, I don't know what gun that is. Phone, EMP. It says EMP on the drone? Oh, it does. You're right. Well, because later on, he does call in an EMP. Like that EMP does hit. Yeah, right here. And you can see it. I kind of do like the visuals of the EMP. It's very video gamey, but I can dig it. EMP comes in. For those who haven't played a game with EMP, is that a UMP I just seen? I thought it was a UMP. But I was like, I don't want to be dumb. Right? This looks UMP-ish. That's cool. I'd be so jazzed to see that back. But EMP just disables all your electronics, which is cool. I'm glad to see that back. Takes down what looks to be a Harrier. I don't know what this stick is back down here. I guess that's just the gun. That's probably just the gun. Price looking cool, running away. And now finally we get some actual like in-head gameplay, POV gameplay. We see a guy. It looks like he just got done reloading. HUD looks very, very similar to MWII. Kill streaks, looks like pretty standard kill streaks. UAV, Predator missile, and then some kind of helicopter. Munitions boxer here. It's 4 kills, still for a UAV. And again, it is kills. It's not streaks, score streaks. So there's probably some semblance of like getting to choose between them. Again, HUD for the most part looks the same. Although HUD I feel like is also the thing most likely to change between now and launch. Just usually it is. Looks like 2 smoke grenades. That might be a C4 or a Semtex, or it might be a bouncing Betty or something. Actually, I don't know what that looks like. What the fuck is that down there? I don't know what the hell that is. Is that a bouncing Betty? Is that a mine? Is that the symbol for mine? Wait, no, thermite's in 22. So is that a thermite? Wait, Price had a thermite grenade? Hold on. Running it back. He had a thermite grenade? Where did Price have a thermite? Or is he in the background of another shot that I didn't see? Yeah, I don't know. Overwatch Helo, UAV cruise missile, average guns and throwables, exactly the same minimap and compass, team scores, same field upgrade. Yeah. I think the compass, I don't remember if the current compass is yellow up here. I am glad to see it's yellow if not. The biggest thing, though, with the HUD, difference-wise, is when you do something, you get a nice yellow indicator. This, I love this. Give me more yellow. Give me more colors. I'm so tired of white-ass, just like XP markers. It's really lame. Also, red dots on the mini-map. Also, what map is this? I was trying to figure this out earlier. Is this Invasion? It just says garage. I don't know what fucking map this is. That has a... I'm sure someone out there can tell me how wrong I am with everything. This is new back there. I don't know what the hell. Am I the only one who didn't mind the white text on the HUD? Maybe. I mean, I didn't mind it, but it was one of those things that just like, why did you change it? It was better the other way. We also see kind of a slide cancel. I'll actually just play the clip for y'all so you can kind of see the speed. In my head, like, it feels familiar. It might be a little bit faster than 2019 or than 22. He comes in, he shoots this C4, explodes. We also see there is no like names, or at least not in this thing, in this in this build. There's no names over the heads. It's still kind of the same, just dot. After doing that, he seems to pop into that tack stance mode that Metsuki was talking about, not actually seeing in first person. It seems to be, just like this kind of canted, looking down, what's it called? I would guess Skid Row also. Would this be Skid Row? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. And then, like through here would go like around a staircase and up to the hallway. Okay. I don't remember this part of the map too much. It's very much like in the middle where you shall not go. I think you can change the color in the setting, Austin. I don't think you can change the what. Can you? I'll check in on that. I don't think you could change that, though. 45-degree sights, let's go. I don't think that's necessarily a sight on the 45. I think that's just any gun you can hold sideways like that. And it's that tack stance, that like somewhere in between hip fire and ADS. You can, I want to say I read that it was bound to, like, if you ADS and push, like, melee, then you go into that like, halfway. I believe that's what it is. No attachments, actually. Yeah, I believe that's how it works. Again, though, we haven't seen actual gameplay of it. This is the first, like, yeah, I mean, like this is all that we see, really. Outside of, like I said earlier, like for a second. Scope won't change. ADS speeds, that's a major change. I was looking forward to. They did say one-time scopes won't. So, like if you have a sniper scope or something on, then that most likely will change your ADS speed. But like if you just have like a reflex sight or something that is only one time, then it doesn't. Then that won't affect anything. That's how I read it, at least. That's a new reticle on an old optic. Wait, is it? New reticle on an old optic. Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, custom reticles might be a thing. That'd be awesome. This also really is the only time that we see, like, any kind of, like, firing a gun. And he fires twice and then it fucking explodes. So you can't see recoil or anything, which kind of sucks. Me when I see an optic actually improved, right? So, like, a holotherm. Yeah, maybe. Anything that doesn't magnify your actual, like, look speed, if that makes sense. So I think a holotherm would do it. Or at least a holo. I don't know. Holotherm, I assume, is thermal on top of that. My guess, custom reticle for the devs. They just forgot about it. That would suck. No, I don't think that's the case. Red dots on the minimap, obviously, although you can't really see, like, they are staying on the minimap. It's not just like a UAV's up or anything. Also, still, stuff on the compass, obviously. They didn't change the compass. Labogra got green, then red, then finally red with lines. So proud of him. Yay, pessimism. Yeah, you know what? To be fair, it might be best to take everything with a bit of pessimism, to be honest. TBH. Guy running around on derail. We're back to derail for a little bit here. I'm going to start going a little bit quicker here because I am starting to run into time here. We're about 2/3 of the way through the trailer, though. We see this guy's ledge hanging. Ledge hanging is back. This is the part that I was talking about with 3 teams on the map. Team 1, 2, and 3. It really just feels like a low scale or a small scale Warzone kind of thing, to be honest. But without looting, I guess. I don't want it to replace what's it called entirely. I don't want it to replace Gunfight entirely, but it might. We also see, obviously, Rust here. Rust is pretty nice. Looks pretty good. You can still go up on top of that, on top of the center. There's this cool shot of Ghost firing a bunch of guns. It swaps between weapons. What this might mean, and now correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't execute people that much. If you have an execution that pulls out a pistol and shoots someone in the head, it's always the same pistol, right? This seems to imply here that it does it, that whatever gun you have for the execution, it will use whatever weapon it is, because it cycles through. It starts with this kind of hand cannon, then goes to what looks like a 9mm, then to a Glock, then to back to the hand cannon. It looks like. So that's what it implies to me. 22, the changes be your equipped pistol. Oh, okay. So it's nothing new then. Cool. What team mode was in Vanguard that no one played? It was teams of 2. Yeah, that was a Champion Hill. I thought Champion Hill was a great idea as well. They really just need to build out Gunfight at launch and then add new modes in later. Because Champion Hill I thought was a fantastic idea for a replacement for Gunfight tournaments, right? Champion Hill, if you don't know, it was you were in a map with 16 people or so. It was still 2v2. But it was a bracket system. You started in a hub world and you could buy stuff. You could buy weapons to take into your game. And if you won, you got returned to that hub world and you got to spend more money and then go up against, the next person in that bracket. And I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was a great idea. I didn't like that it replaced Gunfight entirely, that there was no casual, right? But I think it was a fantastic evolution to the Gunfight tournaments. And I really wish, man, if I've ever said one thing that I want the devs to hear and I want the devs to do, it's build Gunfight out to be all that it can be. It is like I get that Warzone did come out and obviously people loved it, but I like the fact that 2019 already had what seemed like a breakout standout mode that could have been the future of COD with gunfight, and then like 2 months later they released Warzone and that took the entire spotlight for the next 5 years. Like, that sucks. I want gunfight to come back up, you know? Stop reinventing the wheel with DMZ. Gunfight deserves another shot, damn it. I would love it. Champion Hill would have been great if the 4 maps randomized every game instead of the same 4 the whole year. Yeah. And like if it just swapped between like, you know, a pool of like 10 different maps, that'd be great. Agreed. I thought it was like a 6v6 style of mode, but you had the winner takes it all type of feel. Very interesting. Yeah. And like, cause it had the same stakes as like a BR match, you know? Hey, now DMZ is better than Warzone. Maybe, but that's like, you know, it's like saying my shit smells better than your shit, you know? I don't really like either of them personally. You know, more power to you. Warzone just isn't my thing. I like the idea of Champion Hill maps to look kind of ugly. Yeah, it goes back to what I think Lad was saying before. Yeah, that they were just all samey. Gunfight is nice, to be honest. It is, right? They don't make money in that area. COD is microtransaction based. But why do you think that they can't make money off of Gunfight, but they can off of BR, though? You know what I mean? Like in my head, the money-making aspect is the same on both. Don't know if you've been asked, but what's your opinion on DM zombies? I can't wait to see more at CODNext. I am cautiously optimistic about it. There should actually be a video going out tomorrow. Hint, about DM zombies. It's like kind of about DM zombies. We talk about Modern Warfare 3 zombies a little bit. All right, let me get back to breaking this thing down. I took too much of a break here. Wait, what the fuck is happening here? Hold on. Oh, it might be someone going down. Maybe someone's just falling. I don't know. I mean, clearly this is just an execution, but then yeah, someone's just falling down. Oh yeah, we have another one of these drones, which that then means that in the cutthroat 3v3v3 mode, that there are either field upgrades or kill streaks, whichever one that this is. Probably field upgrades. Now I'm thinking about it a little bit more. It's probably just a standard ass recon drone. You know, judging by the fact that we had that we had the munitions box right here. That's probably mostly the same field upgrades, you know. He falls down, and that gets us into Ground War. So these now are some of the Ground War maps. This is probably the first look that we've had so far onto what is most likely the Warzone map. I don't know how much really to break down of this, other than like it looks like we got 2 choppers chasing a guy. We got tank warfare. Actually, it's kind of new looking tank. It's looking pretty rad. Car goes off the thing, hell yeah. And then I think that is actually all that we have. It's definitely it definitely gives off Verdansk vibes, this whole thing. Like it's very heavily, like I believe it's been leaked that it's set in Urzikstan. I would believe it. It feels Urzikstan-y. Yeah, I don't know what else really there is. I think later on you see a missile launch or something, which is probably the war mode. Here we just have some more stuff. They're storming the wait, this bit. I forgot about this bit. This seems to be some kind of a or the Guardian from was that BO3? It seems to be something like that. Maybe like an evolution of the what's it called? The suppression mine, Lord, that you can kind of place in a section and it shoots forward. It seems like it's not really doing much to him. Like he can still shoot it. Like he's not being concussed by it. But it's probably just a visual thing, which I find interesting. It might be a cool addition. Then we come back to here. This appears to now be like the war mode. It seems like they're escorting this tank, and then missiles are fucking flying off. So this is most likely the war mode. It does appear to be on that same map, that same Urzikstan map that we saw earlier, or at least, you know, on another part of it. Missile goes off. Vroom. And now we get into some of the wackier bundle things. Here's some quarry. We got some quarry here. Can we see where that door is supposedly? I don't think we can. Oh, a little bit back there. Might be cheeky. Actually, I don't know. That you can't tell if that door's open or not. But we got some cool like bundle looking things. That's cool. That's rad. This appears to be that's probably just infill onto subbase. This looks to be another shot of the ground war map, or one of the ground war maps. They did say there's gonna be 3 ground war maps and 1 war map, which they described as gargantuan. I don't know how big a gargantuan map is or anything, but so that's how they described it. Looks fun. Looks cool. Here it appears now they're on a beach or something. I guess this ground war map is on a beach. So at the very least, we end up with beach combat. Oh, wait. I figured out what map this is. Hold on. So first of all, yeah, this... why is that chopper so low to the ground? Holy shit. So now we finally have... This is probably just another fucking execution. At first when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, is there a stun gun in this game? That's fucking awesome. But then I remembered most of what we see in this fucking trailer is just executions. But this appears to be the new rundown. And remember earlier we couldn't figure out what that map was. This is, it appears to be this building back there. So yeah, that was rundown earlier. So I believe then we've seen every map. We only saw like one shot of Wasteland though, which I thought was a little odd. Doors exist, confirm. I missed the Guardian. Yeah, if that is what it is, like if that is what that thing is over there. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. It'd be great. I'd love to see it back. And then we get the splash screen, November 10th. And that's it. There's no more, there's no after credit scenes. Overall, looking pretty damn cool. They know how to make a great trailer. Obviously, I've been picking this whole thing apart, going frame by frame. If you haven't seen it, go watch it yourself. It's fucking awesome, especially with that Eminem song in the back. Very nostalgic, brings me back. And yeah, that's about it. Might just be a dolphin dive off Rust. Let me see. Oh shit, I'm scrolling way the hell back. It looks a lot more flaily than that though. Maybe, I don't know. My first instinct, because they did say that in the cutthroat mode that you can go down, like down and not out. So my thought is maybe this is a character that went down up there and then crawled off or something like that. I don't know though. It might just be a dolphin dive and I'm overthinking it. That's entirely possible, you know. Is that Rose? Oh lord, I don't think I saw Rose, but I don't know. So I don't know. This is just a weird effect. He's busting into this little thing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all this. We'll see a lot more on Thursday. Obviously, Thursday is actually CODNext. We're gonna get some real gameplay and not just like a quick little 2-second clip. I am very much looking forward to that. I'll be back on Thursday talking about it. Very, very similar vibe to today. We'll just be breaking down whatever footage, or blog posts or whatever, talking, chatting. It'll be, I think, a little bit less formal than today was. Today I had a mission, and I knew I had to get out of here in an hour, so I was a little rushed. So I do apologize. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. Like I said, I'll be back streaming on Thursday with the CODNext coverage, and then Friday night's the goddamn beta, baby. So we'll be streaming that on Friday, probably also Saturday. Throughout the weekend, there'll be content, streams, all kinds of stuff. And tomorrow, I am taking the day off of streaming. I usually stream on Wednesdays. Not tomorrow. I wanna get my rest in so that I can do a ton of stuff in the beta when it drops. There will, however, be an upload tomorrow all about zombies. So be on the lookout for that. Muhammad asks, Austin, what is the dumbest thing you've ever done in your life? Whatever it is, I've probably blocked it out of my brain because it's too powerful to think about. So if I somehow unlock that memory, I'll let you know. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, all that jazz. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on Thursday. Bye!